just start. Hello!
Hello!
Hello there, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are Those Vegan Guys.
Blop, blop, blop.
Of course, most of you watching will already know this. Right, so the camera's on that side today. On that side. It depends which way we put our phone in the stand. But good evening, everybody. We've got Kelly and Mick and Pan.
Hello, good evening all. I'm going to do this right now because I forgot to do it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to do this.
Oh, you can't even see them.
Oh, you can't even see the lights.
No.
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
You can't, unless we pull that forward a bit. There you go. Now you can see them, Jason.
Okay. There we go.
There.
There we go.
There you go. You see a little bit.
Ever so slightly off kilter there.
We're slightly tilted.
Let me... There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Sorted.
Good evening,
Good
everyone.
evening, everyone. Sorry about that. Just getting ourselves sorted. Yeah, we realised that we hadn't done a kind of... We've been talking about doing this finale to the Health Month update for...
A week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then we haven't got around to it. And we thought, right, why don't we combine a live chat and the finale to our Health Month video? And then we're here for any questions and answers that anybody wants to ask. I'm not liking how that looks. There's needs more space on your side. Just see what I'm talking about.
That's fine.
Anyway, you know the whole top off thing that we did at the beginning of this Health Month thing? Well, what we've decided we're going to do is we're going to wait until we get back from Spain, and then we're going to do the top off thing. But will you do your special editing skills and...
Yeah, I'd like
Do
to
a
be able to...
side by
I'm going to
side.
revisit the footage from the first health video we did, which was probably about 5.5, 6 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully I can pull the footage from that and I can do a side-by-side, which I'm quite excited about because I've not really done anything like that before. And I might even have a dabble with the whole split screen stuff, which is a new feature.
Quite interesting.
In our editing software, which is probably boring to most of you, but I'm quite into our editing software. It's brilliant.
Oh, look, there's more people. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Phil. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Mick, Headrider, Kelly. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Ellie. Hi, Angie. Good evening, everybody. You gorgeous bunches of people, you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, indeed.
So yes, as Paul has already said, it's kind of a finale with regards to our health month. But of course, as we've said throughout, this is a journey and it will most definitely continue. So one of the things that we wanted to talk a little bit about this evening is some of the positives, some of the difficulties,
Yep.
and what we've learned about through the whole process, what we've learned about ourselves, what we've learned, you know,
About the
everything.
journey.
Yeah, and share with you.
Hi, Alan. Hi, Denise.
Ah, yes. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. It's weird, like looking down here and then looking up there and then looking down here and looking up there.
Well, that's the best place to see the chat.
Yes.
And that's, of course, how we are broadcasting to the world.
So if it wasn't obvious, that's what we're doing. So when we're looking down here like this, we're looking at all you lovely people chatting with us. And then when we're looking up here, we're looking right at the camera.
Leanne, her and Imran are stuck in the face.
Oh, nice one.
Love
Thanks
it,
for
Friday
joining
night.
us, Leanne.
Oh, Friday night. Well, actually, we're on the schlur. Even though it's Friday night, we have had a glass of wine with our evening meal. But we said we'll just have schlur while we're having a chat, and then we'll have another glass of wine later on, or maybe even 2
Who knows?
glasses of wine. Who knows? Had a gorgeous dinner tonight. I'm trying to. Hi, Lisa. I'm trying to incorporate beans.
Why did you say it like that?
Beans. It much more into our diets. So we're having tonight we had. Do you remember the no duck spring rolls that we bought from Iceland? Well, we had them tonight. quite lovely, actually, if you like the flavour of hoisin, which is quite prevalent.
Yeah, it was
isn't
quite prevalent.
I enjoyed it anyway. And we had brown rice mixed with spinach and green onions, spring onions, and we had black beans and seaweed.
It was nice,
Now
tasty.
There's a revelation.
Yeah, tasty, clean food for the most part, which is always nice, and it's something we're starting to lean more towards these days. But as Paul said in previous vlogs that we've done, you know, we're always going to enjoy our meat alternatives. We're always going to, you know, even though you've been using less oil, there'll still be occasions where we're using oil.
Oh yeah,
We're not going to become, you know.
No, but it's a good skill to learn.
Oh
It's about like not even using really an amount of starter oil, but just a little bit of stock.
Mm.
You know, on that whole kind
Yeah.
of, and letting the pan dry a couple of times so that you get the charry edges on whatever it is you're cooking.
Ellie made a delicious sausage and bean casserole today with homemade sausages.
Oh, lovely.
Nice, Ellie. Very nice.
What we made with seitan?
And Angie has made a homemade lasagna, which is nice.
I noticed Produce Not Pills before was asking about whether we had done anything gluten-free. No, not really. We're still looking at gluten-free recipes. I don't know if I mentioned when we went to vegan camp out, bought 4 brownies. Turned out the gluten-free one was the nicest, which is weird. But because we're not gluten-free, it's not something we focus on massively. It's but it is something we'll look into at some point.
Not massively high on the priority list, to be honest.
You've got to play to your strengths, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Definitely. Mocha, you are more than welcome here, vegan or not vegan. Everybody's welcome as long as they don't, you know, as long as they're not horrible, basically. Simple, really.
Yeah.
Be excellent to each other and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's all about. Are you working towards a vegan diet, Mocha, by any chance? Because, of course, we support that massively. Anyone who's reducing their intake of animal produce and working towards a healthier lifestyle that way, and, of course, helping to save the planet. It's all great.
Absolutely.
But sometimes it starts with one item or one meal a week or one meal a month, or, you know, but we hope that kind of...
Yeah, Mocha's
you're gluten-free.
Yeah,
Right.
Can't have dairy, egg, sugar and gluten. So you're almost vegan by default. So you're well on your way. Do you know what I mean? It's just a couple more steps, little by little, small steps, like Paul said. And good luck on the journey, whatever that may be.
I'm quite enjoying the... I hope that we start getting a lot more products that use kind of pea proteins or alternative proteins to soy.
Yeah.
Because then, of course, all our gluten is often an ingredient with soy products as well.
Yeah.
So there.
Moomin Jean. Love that name, Moomin Jean. Karen isn't vegan either. We are well aware. We are well aware.
So yeah, what I think, just going back to the health month convo for a second, I think the biggest thing that we've learned over this health month is that we haven't missed wine the 5 days a week we don't have it now, half as much as I thought we would.
That's a massive one. That I'm actually genuinely, we were talking about this before.
It's huge.
Genuinely, really surprised. Genuinely surprised. I thought it was going to be really difficult.
Yeah, I did as well.
And we have said it in previous vlogs, but I'll say it again. The slur really helped. The psychological aspect of having a go-to that's similar but not alcoholic.
Yeah.
I kind of almost rolled my eyes a little bit at the concept of kind of replacing red wine with something else. But psychologically, it's really worked. It's been brilliant.
Yeah. It's been good.
Like you said, not that difficult at all. Not really felt it. Less groggy in the mornings.
Hi, Robin.
You know. Hi, Robin. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Moomin Jean, by the way. Never said hello. And October Rain Rocks. And Mocha.
I look tired, mate.
I think we both look tired.
I look proper tired.
I think the particularly this last week,
Mm.
we've done a hell of a lot of vlogging. Last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot of vlogging, hell of a lot. You work full time, let's not forget that, and teach. But we've done all the vlogging, and we've had the kind of the employment tribunal and all that kind of stuff.
Lots going on.
Hanging over us.
Yeah, it's been a long week. What a productive week. Bobby says it's a bit like cutting out or cutting down sugar for me. I use dates and now don't tend to buy it. Similar thing, yeah, just replacing one thing for another. Funnily enough, not that dissimilar to kind of the whole vegan journey, really. Is like, in terms of making those first steps, it's often about finding what you liked when you ate, non-vegan, and then kind of making it and veganizing it, which is kind of what you've done with loads of stuff, isn't it, over the years? Which is kind of cool. So, yeah.
You got a hello right at the beginning, Pam. You were one of the first people here, one of the first to say hello to. So open your lug holes, love, before you start casting assertions over here. Go back to the video at the beginning. You don't have to apologise.
Ellie, nice. Did he like it? Ellie's got her brother trying the apple with cheese today.
Cool.
Yeah.
What, just cold or cold or melted? October M Rocks on the Actilab diet with the Hydroslim. Yeah, there's we have a friend on Facebook. Oh, she's on here as well. Oh, hang on. That's the. Do you know, Laws? I forget. You are October Rain Rocks. I was just about to say it to you. Oh, we've a friend on Facebook who's on that at the moment.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's Laws.
There we go. There you go. So, yeah, one of the things one of the positives and one of the things we've learned, as Paul has already said, is the transition to alcohol 2 nights a week as opposed to 7 nights a week was very, very easy. One of the other things for me that has been quite revealing has been that I can feel the difference in my body from doing the exercise regularly.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know that sounds like a really bloody obvious thing to say, but I can really feel it. I can feel it in my legs, in my thighs. I can feel it in my core. And I even recognize it just in the way I'm walking. I feel more stable and I've got more spring in my legs, which all stands to reason, especially from doing sit-ups and from doing squats. My legs are feeling a bit stronger. So that's a real positive. But there are some lessons to learn as well, which we'll go into in more detail. Some of the difficulties that we faced over the last month or so in terms of just the realities of life, I suppose. One of the things that I was going to say this evening is, and I think this is a really important point to make, I worked in the NHS for 15 years, and I've now worked for a mental health charity, Mind, for 3 years. Having done all of that, it doesn't necessarily make it any easier to make positive changes in your life. It's still been really, really tough. It's been really difficult to stay consistent, to stay disciplined. So yeah, I suppose in a roundabout way, I'm just kind of giving a shout out to people to say, yeah, it's tough, but we're all in this together, and let's support each other.
Right, Mocha, yes, Biomel. I think I've had them, little like chocolate shots from Sainsbury's. Remember those little probiotic chocolate shots?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's Biomel. Whichever one I had was vegan, obviously. So I've been asked a couple of times about the tribunal within this here thread. So just to give you a quick update, it turned out that it was actually just a preliminary hearing to highlight more things that were needed for the case and to set a proper date and a proper period of time. So that I have to submit some stuff by the end of Are we in October now? We are,
Yeah.
aren't we? By the end of this month. And then the proper date is set for the 15th of January. So another 3 months. But I'm just glad to have the ball rolling. Just that in itself is a thing. So yeah, very, very glad about that.
Yeah.
Can we ask you all, by the way, there are 29 people watching and only 13 likes on the video. And I hate to keep explaining it to you all the time, but as YouTube creators, we are dreadfully aware of how likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions massively affect you on YouTube.
It really does help us.
It helps massively, and especially when you're doing live videos. If you've got 30 people watching and only half of them liked it, YouTube's like, well, don't show that to anyone, then nobody likes it. So
thank you to those who have liked and to those who are about to like.
Yes, thank you very much.
Greatly appreciated. It really does genuinely help us out. The YouTube algorithms are a nightmare. And it's really difficult to grow this stuff.
If you saw my post on the community tab earlier today, I was actually asking, I tagged a load of other YouTubers in it. I'm not sure if they see that I've tagged them in the post, but just asking for, advice from any of them, because they're all a lot bigger than us. And I've noticed that, for example, Tabby Eats, which is a channel we really enjoy, have actually separated themselves off into different channels now, and they're saying it's because of the new algorithms on YouTube. So they've started a Tabby Eats Recipes channel, they've got a Tabby Eats Live channel, and they're gonna have to build them channels now right up from, year dot again, just to get them kind of monetized.
It's true. Difficult. But we're gonna crack on and keep doing what we're doing.
Thank you, Dion.
Yeah, absolutely. Couple more questions.
Thank you, everyone who's liked.
Thank you. That's much better. Love that. Thank you. And we're also conscious of the fact that there's probably people watching who maybe don't like and who are just kind of observing from a distance, like some kind of weirdo. And that's fine as well. So a couple of questions that have popped up. It's really messing me up because there's a slight delay on this bottom screen, isn't there? So I'm like, I need to stop looking at that and just focus on the messaging and this camera here. A couple of questions that have popped up as we've been chatting, because this is a bit of a Q&A as well. I think it was Denise that asked about what I did in the NHS. So going back a good few years, but I started off actually kind of like right at the very bottom in the NHS, doing like cook and taste sessions with asylum seekers, doing like proper community outreach and engagement work around health and well-being. There you go.
Oh, sorry. Go
on. And also, and then sort of just progressed and developed within the NHS basically. So for the last 8 or 10 years that I was in the NHS, I was managing projects, and a team of people that were working in the local town, developing health and well-being opportunities for different communities and things like that. So yeah, it was really rewarding work for the vast majority of it, I would say. And I think of it fondly for the most part. Yeah. Denko, what was that then? I missed that.
put £2 on, or $2 or whatever on my tab.
Denkono, sorry Denkono, yeah, good stuff. Amanda.
And I was a health trainer in the NHS for 8 years, which was working with clients one-on-one to help them make small lifestyle changes, and to do it effectively.
Good stuff.
Oh, Denise worked in the NHS mental health, but as an admin.
Ah, good stuff. Excellent. Yeah, well, it's all it's all really important work, and without getting too political, we're seeing the NHS going through all kinds of strife at the moment. So
yeah, bless it.
Let's hope that the NHS continues. A lot of people are kind of talking about the privatisation of the NHS and the whole kind of American, buy-in and all of that stuff, it's actually been around for about 10 years. They've been trying to privatise the NHS for at least 10 years. Because when I was working in the NHS, there was quite a lot of kind of stealthy stuff going on and conversations going on around privatisation of the NHS and the American kind of buy-in. So let's hope we keep the NHS, and let's hope it, remains very similar to how it is now. But
You know what the biggest issue is with the NHS?
what?
Drug prices.
Well, of course, yeah.
And that's drug companies. Just like, that's why I like Bernie Sanders in America. Besides all the kind of health care system that he wants to bring into place, which is socialism. Oh, this is socialism. The NHS is socialism. They're so terrified of it in America. It's been drummed into their heads. Terrified of socialism. Liberals. Oh. It's Bernie Sanders wants to start manufacturing the drugs that are needed by the medical industry in America and make them affordable.
Yeah.
That's
the way to go.
That's one of the Medicare for all. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Nice one, October Rain Rocks. I worked in mental health before I had my son Ali. It was amazing. Yeah, and lots of people saying very positive things about the NHS as well. Hey, they've saved my life on more than one occasion, the NHS. On more than one occasion. Somebody else, because the questions and the comments are coming through thick and fast, which is beautiful. Love that. So I don't remember who it was, but somebody further up asked about our health month and what has been, what we've learned, basically, what's been the most difficult thing and what's been like the best thing.
The most difficult thing is still the most difficult thing, and that's motivating yourself to do what you know you need to do physically every day. So we've both managed to do a bit this evening at home, and I'm back now to doing the exercise classes on a Thursday evening and enjoying the occasional walk.
Yes, because they're brisk walks as well, aren't they?
Doing the live walks. Oh yeah, try and get a stomp on. But we've discussed this very evening. We both have a gym membership, and we've had it for years because we've gone to the gym for years, but we keep skipping. We need to get back to the point where we're visiting the gym at least twice a week.
Minimum.
To make that kind of cost effective.
Yes. Yeah. Twice a week for us to actually for it to be worthwhile having a gym membership.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So that's one thing we still haven't conquered yet. But this is the thing, we think it's very important to pass on and to promote that you have to celebrate your achievements. It's one thing I was taught it's part of my training as a health trainer. You have to celebrate those small victories, because then more come and pretty soon you've got a whole load of victories. So we've gone from drinking wine 7 nights a week as a social thing to drinking wine 2 nights a week. That's huge. Our diets have changed. We're eating more beans and rices and whole foods, vegetables, salads, and all of that kind of thing. Maybe at some point in the future we'll need to work on portion sizes, not for Jason, for me. And so I mean, there's so many things we've learned over. It's not that we've learned them, we knew them anyway.
It's reinforcing.
It's just that we decided it was time that we had to start putting them into practice.
Yeah. And it's going back to what we've said before and what Paul said, it is about small achievable goals. It was never going to be about, right, we're going to start going to the gym 4 nights a week, because that's not achievable. What is achievable, and kind of proven it, I've certainly proven it to myself with the goal that I set myself a month to my 40th birthday, which was, by hook or by crook, the best I possibly can, I'm going to try and work out 5 times a week, 5 days a week, and with 2 rest days. I think if I absolutely hold my hand to my heart, I think I've probably missed about 5 days in that, and 2 of those were vegan camp out. So I've been pretty determined to achieve what I wanted to achieve. There has been the odd day here and there, and the thing is, I'm really critical of myself. But at the same time, what I said to you earlier on, what I've learned this last month is the further into the day it goes, the less likely I am to want to do anything or be motivated towards exercise. So I do think that I need to try and develop a new pattern now of actually doing it in the morning as a first thing that I do, which basically just means getting up 10 minutes earlier. So it's not unachievable. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's one of the things that I've learned this last month is the longer I procrastinate during the day, the more unlikely I am. And then with teaching guitar a couple of nights a week, I'm coming home from teaching, Paul's been doing stuff and then getting food on the go. I'm coming in and eating, and then I don't want to be working out straight after I've eaten.
Happy belated 60th birthday, Deborah, by the way. Lovely. Oh, Bobby's having the Beyond Burger tomorrow. Have you seen those Beyond sausages in Tesco, though? They're £5 for 2.
Mind you, the burgers are pretty expensive, aren't they?
I just don't think it's very good for veganism. I'm not going to pay that.
We're tight though, aren't we?
For 2 sausages. I just can't justify it. I'd really like to do a taste test video on them, but it's like, I don't want to promote something that's £5 for 2 sausages.
Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean?
It is. When there are lots of alternatives out there that are kind of a lot cheaper. But it is a difficult one. But hey, if you know what, if you've got the money, why not? Give it a try. But I do think it's in terms of what else is available on the market and the competition on the market, I think the price is too high. I really do. Unless there's something absolutely out of this world and magnificent, and I won't know that until I actually try them.
I'm very interested in trying the Richmond vegan sausages.
Interesting, yes.
Very interested, because I've seen quite a few people now on Facebook and such saying that they've really enjoyed them, and they're, I mean, I suppose it's all about the spices. That's the thing about sausages. It's meat mixed with spices. If they use the same spice mix that they use in their meat sausages, with soya's a great gatherer of flavour. Oh, have you had them, Liam? Are they Richmond like? I used to enjoy Richmond sausages years and years ago.
So long. Mocha just spotted that you mentioned you were starting having private guitar lessons. So fabulous. Hope it goes.
Night, Ellie.
Night, Ellie. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Mocha, hope the lessons go really well. It's a fabulous instrument to learn to play. And it's incredibly rewarding. But one piece of advice I would say, just on the guitar learning, practice little and often.
Bobby, my friend's getting the burgers. I'm just providing the onions and tomatoes, and not silly me, my lovely.
I like how you read it. It was so good. Yeah, I think you had the inflection pretty much bang on. Nice one, Bobby. Yeah, fair point. Very fair point. Yeah. That's the whole veganism.
If they want to send us some for free, maybe to try,
possibly
here on our infamous YouTube channel.
Yes, the Richmond are exactly like the pork ones, Leanne said.
Wow. So it's the spice mix, right? So I want to try them, and I want to try them with mash and peas. Classic.
Imran has said, he's saying hi to us both. They're actually having a sausage fest.
Oh, I love a sausage fest. Have you got mustard and all?
Ketchup, mustard.
Well, it's got to be mustard with sausages. Like we had with the sausage roll taste test, we had 3 different mustards.
Yeah.
English, Dijon and French.
Yeah.
Oh, it was marvellous. I right enjoyed that taste test. If you've never seen that, and it's in our 2019 playlist.
Oh.
If I remember, I'll link it up there. Did you know, by the way, that I've got to do this now like this? Oh no, right. So it's that way I need to do it. See this here?
I don't know what he's doing.
See that there? There, now I'm pointing. See this here? This little circle with TVG in it? That there. There, I'm pointing right at it right now. I tickle it, see? Oh, I tickle
miles off it.
Tickly, tickly. I am miles off. There, tickly, tickly. If you tickle that with your mouse, subscribe pops up. And then you can click it and subscribe to us.
Mocha, I've got to do some blatant self-promotion here because Mocha's just said, didn't know you teach guitar, would love you to make guitar lesson videos. Well,
He does.
as a matter of fact, I do, just not on our Those Vegan Guys channel.
They're on another channel. Maybe
So-
you should bring them over.
Well, I don't know. Maybe something to think about. I don't know. But yeah, if you, I don't know. It's probably could be quite hard to find the guitar lessons. I don't know. If you type in like Performance Plaza,
And the Performance Plaza Facebook, YouTube account has quite a few on it.
oh, actually, yeah. If you do Facebook, it'll be a lot easier to find the videos through Facebook, and then you can link to YouTube. The search option, when I go and look on, just as like pretending to be a member of the public, it's really hard to find stuff on YouTube sometimes. So if you type Performance Plaza Jason Bromley, which is my name, it may come up on YouTube, but you'll definitely find Performance Plaza on Facebook, and scroll down the page and you'll find some videos there, and you'll also find the links there to the YouTube playlist, which has got quite a lot of beginner stuff on there and also some intermediate stuff. So there you go. That's that. That's the guitar stuff done.
Hi, Wild About Nature. Just thought you'd pop up there.
Oh, and Hedge Rider, I haven't, but I've actually received quite a few inquiries about that recently, and it is something I'm probably going to look into because it might actually be a way to make my life easier and more efficient to do Skype rather than kind of face-to-face stuff, or do it as an addition to. So I'm definitely going to look into it. I don't know when, to be honest. It might even be something that I look into in the new year, in 2020, because we've got so much going on at the moment, and I want to be realistic about what I can achieve. The whole practice what you preach thing.
Speaking of stews, Kelly had a stew today that was in a slow cooker all day. At some point in the future, and I've mentioned it before and then just never got around to it, but now is when we get back from Spain, will be the right time of year for it. It will be the right weather for my 12 vegetable stew, which is one of the most simple dishes, but I make a huge amount. And usually I give some to my niece for her husband and kids. I give 2 portions to my mum. This is from one pan. 2 portions to my mum, and we have it one night just as stew with beetroot and bread, and then we have it a couple of nights later with chips, oven chips.
It's gorgeous.
12 veg stew.
12 veg stew, yeah. It's a seasonal. Well, no, you can do it seasonally, can't you? With veg,
we have it in winter.
It's a winter stew, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot of root veg in there, and that's their time of year.
Oh, Deborah Ann says dumplings too.
Oh,
Thumbs up, dumplings, yeah.
Yeah, I love a dumpling.
And Wild About Nature just tried the new Aldi burgers, and they are pretty good. I would buy them again.
Do you know, we went and bought them, loved them, went back to get more of the chicken burgers so we could try them on a soft white muffin with shredded iceberg and either Hellman's or thingy mayo, Veganism mayo, like a classic kind of chicken burger, and they had none left. We're mortified, weren't we?
We were. Oh, thank you for the kind words, Bobby, about my guitar playing. Thank you. And there is more coming on the way. Mega busy, mega tired. But there is more coming and on the way. Definitely more original songs. Possibly a few select covers that I might pull out of the bag here and there, because I've got a friend's birthday coming up soon that I'm going to be playing at.
Yes.
And it's going to be 2 or 3 covers that I'm probably going to be playing, and I don't really do them a lot. I don't really play other people's songs a lot of the time, so maybe I'll bring you a few covers as well of other people's songs. See if you like that. Wild About Nature, yeah, the chicken ones are lovely too. I bought quite a few packs.
We need to go back,
Yeah.
And we need to go to Tesco and all and look at all this new vegan stuff they've got there. But I'm not laying anything out for the next couple of weeks now, because we've got the restaurant review tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Sunday morning, we're filming our, we're not filming anything at all. The Vegan Queens are here to film their review show for RuPaul's Drag Race.
It's about a 6-hour film shoot followed by about 3 hours of editing. It's fabulous.
And then a recipe video. So we've got lots of stuff this weekend, but you're going to see the Vegan Queen stuff before you see the restaurant review and taste test, because we're going to do that. That's going to be put on the back burner until early week, Monday, Tuesday.
Yes.
But we'll get the
Drag Race review up.
the Drag
ASAP.
Race review will be up on Sunday, hopefully.
Yeah. Without a doubt. Without
we
a
want
doubt.
to strike while the iron's hot.
Thank you, Leanne, for your kind words. Thank you, Rachel, for your kind words and your encouragement. And Kelly says, what are your plans for videos over Christmas? What a fantastic question, Kelly. Not surprising at all from you.
Well, I'm wondering whether I should do an early Christmas dinner so that we can film it. And it might give people some really good ideas for Christmas, but it would mean doing one about 3 weeks before Christmas.
Ooh.
Could you handle 2 of my Christmas dinners? And we could do a taste test, because both Marks and Spencer's and Sainsbury's have both brought out a vegan centre plate.
It all sounds fantastic to me. I'm over the moon about that. Sounds like a fantastic idea.
Did everyone get the picture, by the way, that we've shared, that the Vegan Queens have shared on Facebook? And just 1 second, because I was halfway. I know that
Yeah.
reference what I was saying then. If you didn't get the picture, that's not me or Stuart in the picture. That's none of us. That's bag of chips from RuPaul's Drag Race next to Muriel's mum from Muriel's wedding. Because when I saw her on the catwalk doing what she did on the catwalk, I was like, that's just like Muriel's mum from Muriel's wedding. Hence, we had to do the side-by-side picture.
Everybody's pretty much very, very keen on the idea of your suggestions around the Christmas rehearsal dinner.
Yeah.
People are well up for that. Rachel says, you guys should have a vegan Christmas dinner off with the Vegan Queens. I don't know how that would work, but you've got my cogs turning in terms of whether that could be done. Like, how that would work. But yeah, you've got me thinking now.
Oh, and you know what? Here's something as well. And I am going to lay this out right now, because for sure on Christmas Day, at around 3 o'clock, that's the usual time, we'll be having our Christmas dinner, sat sitting at this table.
Yeah, 99.9%.
No, it's definite.
Yeah.
We're always sat at this table. The thought of anyone being on their own on Christmas Day for Christmas dinner mortifies me. So I'm gonna stream live and talk to you. Don't mind, do you? The stream live throughout Christmas dinner.
Well, he's not really run this by me, so if I'm on camera now, you've asked me this. It's like asking someone to marry you in a public arena. It's the same thing. But no, I don't mind at all.
Ask another girl.
I'll leave you to it and go and eat my dinner elsewhere. Oh, well. Obviously.
Oh, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to. We don't even have to pay attention. We'll just put the camera up. It's like when you. It's not going to be a chat thing. I'm having my Christmas dinner. I'll look occasionally and say, "Your eyes." There.
Christmas Day.
That might be horrible though, because if somebody sat with beans on toast and I'm there with this thing that I've spent 5 hours creating.
Yeah, you're talking yourself out of it now, aren't you?
They'll be alive on Christmas Day at some point.
Oh yeah. Let's we can be held to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a fair point you make. I'd feel dead bad if we were tucking into it and like Jeff from Liverpool came on and he was like, "I'm just eating beans on toast, lads."
Oh, I've got my Iceland ready meal.
Yeah. I'd be like, you know what? I really hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. Saying that, Stuart gave us. Do you remember them 2 bags his nan gave us?
Yes.
Owen couldn't have them for some reason. It might be the nuts. I think the chestnuts in it. And Iceland did a bag that you just threw in a wok on Christmas Day. We had them a few months ago. They were lovely.
Yeah, they were good.
Really,
Oh,
really
Rachel,
nice.
thank you so much for joining us. I've got to go to work, but I'm y'all's new biggest fan. Much love from Georgia in
Oh,
USA.
I tell you what, have it going on. Rachel, before you go to work, must say I watched your, I forgot to like and comment, I'm sorry. I watched your false nails video the other day. This girl makes me laugh.
Right, okay.
She's so funny and so cute. She's adorable. So, Rachel Finazzo there, go and check her channel out, please. The whole leg touching thing, Rachel, and your face. You had me in hysterics. Yeah, I spent that time with you and really enjoyed your company, so thank you.
Kelly says Robert suggests a vegan queen's speech at 3 p.m. on Xmas Day. Could be pre-recorded.
That could be quite funny.
That could be quite hilarious, actually, Kelly. Tell Robert that's a great idea.
Vegan Queen's speech.
Oh, pan-vegan. I spend Xmas alone out of choice with cats. Crazy cat lady, but I enjoy being alone with cats and reading books. This Xmas, I'm getting a bus down to Valencia and feeding stray cats.
Fabulous.
Oh, bless you.
You know, when the first 3 times we went to Tenerife, we spent a huge amount of time feeding the cats, didn't we? And it's one of the only times I've touched meat with my hands. Because I'm really sorry, but when it comes to animals, and when my mum's friend Vera chucks me a packet of ham out the window and says, "Paul, give them that," I'm gonna rip it up.
It's got to be done. It's got to be done. Absolutely.
They had a great time.
It's got to be
But
done.
we were buying big boxes of biscuits, weren't we? And just like cat biscuits.
Yeah.
Oh, they loved it.
Bless you, Angie. Bless you. Yeah, that's a fabulous thing to do. It really is. And the vegan queen speech, Kelly mentioned it. The vegan queen speech is, everyone's like, yeah, we want that. We want the vegan queen speech on Christmas Day at 3 o'clock.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to. Me and Stuart are gonna have to come up with something, aren't we?
Well,
Record it and premiere it at 3 o'clock on Christmas Day.
Of course, that's what you've got to do
on YouTube.
You've got to pre-record it and premiere it on Christmas Day, because there's no way that I'm putting up with the vegan queens on Christmas Day. I'm just throwing it out there. You only see one side of the vegan queens. You don't see all the other stuff. You don't see the makeup. You don't see the stuff everywhere, in every room, on every bit of floor. You don't see any of that. I'll show you next time. I'll show you.
They've seen me do my makeup. Loads of people sat with me while I did my full makeup for Bolton Pride.
Nah, that's you.
I streamed it live.
That's just you. When you and Stuart are together and you're becoming the vegan queens, it's a whole different ball game. But yeah. Will you be making a Christmas cake? Unlikely. Deborah asks, will you be making a Christmas cake?
Not really, because it's not something that we're
not massive fans of it, are we?
We're not massive fans of Christmas cake at all. No. If somebody offers me a slice and it's vegan, I'll well have a go, but never made one, never been a great kind of huge lover of mince pies. Love a mince pie.
Love a mince pie, yeah.
We really, really enjoy them.
Question for everybody. Do you eat mince pies at any other time of the year than Christmas? And also, do you eat sprouts at any other time of the year other than Christmas? I suspect I know the answer to the second one, but yeah, just curious. Yeah.
He looks after us. We just sit here at the kitchen table, it's like, because I mean, you do have to, you saw it when I did my makeup, you do have to do like your base and then leave it to kind of set and then do, layer. We're like, Jason, can we have another coffee, please, love?
There's a whole lot of that goes on. Oh, thank you for your answers, everybody. Thank you. That's interesting. Yes. Leanne says, my Xmas cake is legendary. I'll bring you one. It'll change your mind.
Pan-vegan, if you like Brussels sprouts, have you ever tried them blackened?
Ooh.
I got my mum onto it years ago and she can't have them any other way now. We have them, other than Christmas Day. Christmas Day, I half my sprouts, steam them, and then I chop fresh sage and chestnuts in a small little frying pan with a little bit of vegan butter, mix that round and then pour that all over the sprouts and give it a good mix. So they're butter, sage, and chestnut sprouts. But
Gorgeous.
whole sprouts, perfect. Wagnerite. Yes, exactly.
Mick, cheers for joining us.
Cheers, mate.
Have a good weekend, mate, also.
Take care, dude. Thank you. But blackened, if you put them in a roasting tray with just a little bit of oil, whole sprouts, roll them until they've all got a very thin coating of oil, roast them until they turn dark brown, almost black on the outside. It will change your life.
Oh, thank you, October Rain Rocks. Laptop's died. Pop into Morrison's. Loves to us both. Thank you. Love right back. Love right back. Definitely. Yeah, you do amazing. You do amazing Christmas dinners. I've said this many, many times. I'm looking forward to it. Definitely.
I got the recipe pan from an American friend who mentioned blackened sprouts, and I was like, "What's that?" And she said, just roast them until they're. And we had them once. They go slightly crispy on the outside with a beautiful sweet sprout puree in the middle. If you do them for long enough.
I still remember the first time.
They're outstanding.
I still remember the first time that Paul did them, and I was absolutely, genuinely, I was blown away. I couldn't believe how nice they tasted. They were gorgeous.
Very delicious.
Hi, Big Mac from Nottingham. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. Lots of people, lots of chatter. Amanda, I don't think we've read that review. No.
Some of the reviews on Amazon are just hilarious, aren't they? It's like, I think comedians go on there and write stuff on purpose.
Kelly says, how long do the sprouts take in the oven?
Anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes, depending on the temperature you've got them at. And, how dark you want them. We had them last time your family came around, didn't we?
I think
in this family. We did.
Yes.
Because we had a roast dinner with the nut roasts. I think I did. I think they were on 180. The oven was on 180. And I think it was about 35, 40 minutes. But you just got to keep watching them, keep going back, give them another shake round. And as soon as they start going dark brown, done. Take them out.
Thank you for the kind words, Kat. That's really appreciated. Really nice. Only recently discovered your channel and I love it. You guys are so sweet and funny.
Oh, thank you, Kat. What a lovely thing to say. And so are you for saying that.
That's probably a wise thing, Wild About Nature. My husband's family only likes sprouts boiled to death, so I make separate roasted ones for me.
Yeah, a lot of people kind of boil them into a mush, don't they? Which is, I'm not quite sure why. So what's your plans, guys, for the rest of the evening? We've got about another 10 minutes in us before we want to get off and chill out for the night. So tell us what you're up to for the rest of the night. Oh, nice one, perfect. I'll be honest with you, like I said in the video, although the smoky flavour's nice, it does have a weird crumbly texture, just raw. It's still nice, but it's made for cheese on toast.
It's fabulous.
It's made for cheese on toast.
Really hope you enjoy
it. It's made to melt.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The melt is fantastic.
Yeah, so what are you all
Thank you, Mocha. I enjoyed doing the charity shop videos, actually.
Yeah, it's great. What are you all planning to do for the rest of the evening? And is anybody doing anything exciting over the weekend? We've talked a little bit about what we are doing tomorrow and Sunday. It's going to be an exciting and busy weekend. What's everyone up to?
We're thinking about watching. There's a new film on Netflix tonight called In the Long Grass, or just
In the Tall Grass.
In the Tall Grass, like a new horror. And it looks okay, kind of like horrors.
I hope it's better than okay.
Yeah,
to be honest, we've got quite high expectations of horror films, and we're often disappointed. So, Denise going to get some antacids after overdoing the Fab Fudge. Oh, we'll be eating some Fab Fudge tonight. That's for definite. Absolutely.
Yes, we will probably have a bit. I'm not saying your name because it's all things that I despise.
Ah, there you go. That's nice. Well done, Hedge Rider. Thank you very much.
Thanks,
Lovely person, you. Going to see Joker at the cinema, Sarah B says.
Oh,
Ooh,
I know. We're very excited about that. Joaquin looks amazing in it. But I mean, he's a fine actor anyway. My first experience with Joaquin Phoenix was actually a film called Parenthood with Steve Martin, and if you've never seen it, it's so worth seeing.
I can't believe I'd forgotten about that. Yes, of course. Oh, he's such a good...
What is it with all the women in this family that make all the men in this family want to leave?
Yeah, he's great in that film.
He's amazing.
Such a messed up little kid, but amazing, amazing. Was it Dion? I was just going to say I saw Dion's comment before about housework and shopping. I think it was Dion. I was just going to say, make sure to take some time for yourself as well this weekend, rather than just the housework and the shopping. Let's get back to... There we go. Back to the top again. Mocha, apart from guitar, I will try to finish the painting I'm working on to submit for the gallery at home. Ooh, that's interesting. Please keep us updated on that, Mocha. That sounds really, really interesting.
Oh, home in Manchester.
Yeah.
I think she's a curator. Anne. She's lovely. She's lovely. I think she
works there. She's a curator
I
there.
think she curates there.
Oh.
I had her as a guest on my TV show when I was hosting it.
Ah, right, cool. That's a good person to know. That's a great person to know. Yeah.
She's invited me to a couple of things at home, and I just haven't been yet. I'm still feeling a bit of a. I mean, home is the new
Corner house.
Yeah, isn't it? Really?
Kind of.
Isn't it a great film, Deborah? It breaks my heart every time I see it. Parenthood.
Hedge Rider just
makes me laugh hysterically all the way through, but I think the end scene of that film is one of the most beautiful things ever. And if you recall, there are no words. It starts with words.
Don't carry on.
No, I'm just going to say it.
But you do this, he does this with
Starts
presents.
with words, and then it goes to music, and it's just this. Adorable. Love it.
Angie, try and rest your voice tomorrow, and with try and avoid too much shouting if you can. Imran, almost an impossibility, mate, to do a top 5 films. Almost an impossibility. I think we've tried several times over the years. But yeah, maybe it's something that's something we can try again at some point.
Yeah.
Difficult to do though, really difficult to do. I'd need top 5 in like multiple genres. So it'd be like top 5 sci-fi, top 5 horror, top 5.
Yeah.
You know, I could maybe.
I could tell you one film in my top 5 right now. Garbo Talks. I've mentioned it before on one of my walks. Garbo Talks with Anne Bancroft, Ron Silver, Carrie Fisher.
It's a special film.
It's a very special
film.
Yeah.
Took me a while to really appreciate it for what it is, but actually, I think it's one of those films that a lot of me anyway, I speak for me, it's definitely one of those films I needed to watch more than once to really fully appreciate how magic and special it is. But it's a fabulous film.
It's amazing.
And all of the characters and the actors in it are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing. Yeah, I really love it. Top 5 from each genre then, slightly easier. I'm going to save that one for another night, Imran. You enjoy your sausage fest.
Yeah.
And we'll have a think about our top 5 films.
I'll give you one of my top 5 right now, Imran.
You've just given him one, Garbo Talks.
Yeah, but no, this one's might possibly be number 1. The Railway Children.
Without a doubt.
Original Railway Children, not the ITV remake that used Jenny Agutter as the mother. Oh, we're annoyed by that.
Oof.
Jenny Agutter was Bobby. And I'll have no more said about it.
Brian, how's it going, mate? He makes an interesting point. There's only one good horror film, and that's The Exorcist.
Oh, it's brilliant.
But there are more. We are very critical of horror films, but they're definitely more than just The Exorcist, but it is one of the very best. That would definitely be in my top 5 in the horror genre, without a doubt. Definitely.
New merch? What kind of new merch do you want, Pam? We've got 3 stars out already, and another one coming. Seen our t-shirts, by the way.
Yes. We've not mentioned it. We've not been doing the
See?
There you go. Yes. Check out the merch. And obviously there's cups and bags and all kinds of things. Christmas is just round the corner. So yeah, there's options there. Hedge Rider.
Leanne, quickly, I have to tell you this now because we are winding down. We're going to go off. But Leanne, I watched a video today on YouTube where they interviewed.
Oh, thank you, Sarah B.
Thank you, Sarah B.
Bless you.
They interviewed the eldest daughter from the real Conjuring stuff. She's a middle-aged woman now, obviously, but I watched it just today on YouTube. Very interesting. She's written a book, and of course the book is what the films are based on. The book is called The House of Light, The House of Dark. Very interesting. Isn't that funny that you mentioned that? And I've just seen that today. Very interesting.
Some great films that people are giving shout outs to. Logan's Run, legendary, great film.
Yeah, brilliant film.
American Werewolf in London. Oh, Imran.
Oh, I love that film.
Imran, we're gonna get on really well, man.
I love the comedy in that.
In American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, but the fact that they don't compromise on the horror because it's horrific.
Yeah.
And so gory and but funny.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, brilliant.
Couldn't agree more.
What does everyone think, just very quickly before we do go, what does everyone think of It Follows?
Yeah, people seen It Follows.
Huge fans of It Follows for a new modern day horror film. Loved it. We loved it so much.
Dion, it is terrifying. We watched it again not that long ago. I think a few months back we watched The Exorcist again after not seeing it for maybe a year or two. And was just blown away by just how horrific it is, but also how well it stands up to the test of time. Certain films I think are just genuinely timeless, and The Exorcist is definitely one of them. The other one I would say is the original Alien film. I think that's timeless as well, because I think that was like 79, and it still looks amazing.
Oh, Brian felt it was a bit weak. It's a bit teen.
Yeah.
It's a bit kind of geared toward teen, but that's why we liked it, because it was like it was like a new Halloween or a new Friday the 13th for this generation rather than the early 80s generation. But I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Leanne, I don't know if you've seen my post on Facebook on the Vegan Queens page, but I've done a Gemini herstory post about my first professional drag at 13, where I mimed to Jazz Hut. That was my first number. You should go and have a look at it. It was a memory that came to me today, and I just wanted to write it all down because it's a very important part of my herstory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, my darlings, we are going to call it a night now. I need to go down and make sure Mum's okay. We need to come back and have a nice little glass of wine.
I'm going to have a beer, you know. I think I'm going to have a thirsty ferret.
Are you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have a thirsty ferret.
I'd like another glass of wine if you don't mind, my darling.
We will be doing more live stuff soon. If you didn't catch the start of this video, just very, very quickly to wrap things up and say there's lots of stuff coming over the weekend. We've got the RuPaul's Drag Race UK review show that the Vegan Queens are doing. That's going to be up probably imminent over the next, early week, Monday, I think. We're going to be out tomorrow night vlogging. We've got recipes from the Vegan Queens filmed Sunday. That'll be up soon. And then, of course, we've got our trip to Spain.
Oh, Leanne, thank you, darling.
Bless you, Leanne. That's $2.99 now that you can't spend on sausages.
But we can. Thank you for buying us some sausages, Leanne.
So, as we always say, thank you to all of you for joining us. It really does mean a lot. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the encouragement and the wonderful words. Thank you to our moderators. Sorry,
yes,
the word
thank you
wouldn't
to our
come.
moderators. Thank you to our patrons. Thank you to everyone who's bought any merch or bought anything from our Amazon store. And if you just like our videos, subscribe to our channel, share with your family and friends, that's enough for us. That's awesome. But to everyone else, we love you. Be excellent to yourself. And of course, be excellent to each other. Bye, lovelies.
Bye.
Goodbye, my friends. We love you. We love you so. Night night. We love you so.